Hey, good morning. This is Mark Pease, and I'm home for the weekend. What occurred to me, though, is home from what? Home from traveling. I'm a road warrior. I log on the ground around 1,500 miles a week, which means anywhere between 1 to 4 hotel rooms in different hotels. How do you do keto when you're traveling? Well, this is what I've discovered, and this is a snapshot, and this is the first place where I've said, you know what, I think I've got a real good solution here. There are possibilities for refinement, but I want to give you a snapshot of where I am right now. So let me show you how to travel and how to do ketones when you're traveling and a full healthy diet. It's going to require some equipment. It's going to require a paradigm shift of sorts. Hasn't it all, but it gives you the results you're after. Number one is all hotel rooms do not necessarily have a refrigerator in them. They don't all have a microwave in them. So you're going to have to overcome that somehow. And more important, they don't all have a kitchen in them, specifically a kitchen that's designed to do a keto diet. So, but what they do all have, all hotel rooms have an ironing board and have towels. So that is your keto kitchen. There you go. You've got your keto kitchen all set up. It is in every hotel room. Now let's talk about your refrigerator, because you're going to be going from hotel room to hotel room to hotel room. Okay? The majority of your diet is going to be vegetables with some meats and things like these. These spoil. You get in places like Alabama, where I frequent, and it gets hot. And inside the car it's really hot. You need a way not only to preserve the food so you don't have to shop every night, but to preserve your time, because food preparation takes a while. Okay, so what you're going to want is something like this. This is a thermoelectric cooler. It can be either a heater or a cooler. It will take you to about 40 to 45 degrees below ambient temperature Fahrenheit. Then inside, what you're going to want is one of these. It is very, very good at maintaining preserved vegetables. So you go ahead, you chop up your vegetables, and I'll show you the equipment I use for that on the road. You put them in here, and they stay fresh and usable for anywhere between 7 to 8 days, where if you store them unchopped, you don't have enough room for it, and then every day you're trying to catch up with yourself. And here, you just chop it once, you fill it up, you stick it into your cooler, and you're ready to go. Okay? Also, I keep my mayonnaise in here, as well as some other things. But primarily, that's what we're talking about. Now, notice what's really important is to get one that does both 110 and 110 and 12 volt. So here you have your 12 volt adapter, which goes into your car. You get to the hotel room, and now you've got your 120. This also saves an enormous amount of time taking your vegetables from the refrigerator down to the car, back to the refrigerator. You just put them in here, chop them up, and you're done. Okay? So that's your refrigerator, a real key component. This is your kitchen. This is your refrigerator. It goes with you everywhere you go. Now, let's look at what we have inside of our kitchen. This is what I refer to as my kitchen bag. Okay? Looks kind of big, but actually not. So the first thing we have is we go inside an induction heater. Induction stovetop, okay? The nice advantage of this, okay, so for a while it does look a little big. Yes, it does. Haven't figured that one out yet, how to cut it down for size and weight. I'm working on it. Originally I used a camp stove, and the problem with that, a backpacking stove, it was real small, but the problem with that is you cannot take gas canisters on aircraft. That's number one. Number two, I was always worried about the setting off the smoke alarms and the fire alarms in the hotel rooms. And number three, I could always imagine the stove dumping over and catching something on fire. And this kind of fundamentally bothered me, and it didn't allow me to relax while I was in the hotel room cooking. And then I thought about the small burners, much smaller burners, But there again, if you spill something on a regular heating coil, not an induction, but a regular heating coil, like a little bit of coconut oil, you're going to produce an immense amount of smoke almost instantaneously, and you have the issue of the fire alarms in the hotel room. So what I recommend is a induction. Now, in order for this to work, we need a metal pot. Now, this adds a little bit of weight also, but it's well worth it. So I like to do stir fry, and I have my wok. The wok goes onto, and there we go. For the top of it, have a non-skid. Both of these are non-skid, but this is a ceramic one, left over from a previous experimentation. You notice how it just fits on the top. But it also allows me to, now it turns out that it allows me to fry when I want to. Now let's look at the cooking implements I have. We unzip that. And first off the bat, we have a spoon, plastic, light, chopsticks, as well as, to show you the door here, and all of these are put on with Velcro. So I have my Himalaya salt. Okay, here what I have are, these you can get from REI or any good backpacking store, and they're refillable tubes that I keep coconut oil in. So when I get home, I turn them upside down, take this off, open them up, pour melted coconut oil in, fills it up, and I'm good for another week on the road. Very, very lightweight teaspoons for measuring out the cream of tartar to make sure that I get the exact amounts of potassium that I'm after. So, oh, and then the last thing is cutting boards. So this is what I use for cutting boards. I got 4 of them I've already used up one of them, for about $1.99 at Walmart. Very flexible. And then have a knife in here. Now this is a $9 knife, there again from Walmart. Be sure you get the one with the case. So fundamentally, what you have here is you have one stove, one pot, one stir spoon, a cutting board, and a cutting knife, okay? As well as some chopsticks if you like it, and some fundamental materials for your food. What you're going to do, and you have your place and a way to store your vegetables when you're on the road. It's a really nice feeling to go back to your hotel room, set up your kitchen, and take care of your body. To take a few moments to cut your vegetables, to do the stir fry, to sit down, to be in control of your life in a place where it is entirely new, will be new every night, but to have the continuity where you've made the commitment of resources and time to take care of yourself, your body, and your future, which means that you will be able to also care for those around you, care for those that are depending on you, and bring the greatest value to the world that you do every day. So, these are the elements that I use for my keto kitchen on the road. I hope that they are successful for you, and that you get back to me and you show me ways to improve where I am right now. And this is a snapshot.